times do people get with people that they're so attracted to, but every other thing is a red flag? They're willing to fucking forget about all the red flags, all because they're attracted to this person. Yes. It's literally the opposite effect for this.
Yeah.
It's like they're not attracted to them physically, so they're literally, you know what I mean? They're so ready to nitpick on everything else, but they will never say it's because of the way you look.
Right, because they don't want to come off as shallow.
As vain.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Gosh.
And that's okay, though.
It is.
We can't blame people for feeling that way.
Right.
I just wish they were more honest about it.
I know.
If you're not attracted to them, you say, love is not blind.
the door's open. Love is blind.
Okay, so we were talking offline, and the conversation I feel like needs to get carried over to the pod.
Yeah.
We were talking about, so like we were listening to music right before we started filming, and the new Selena Gomez song came on. And I was telling Maya, like, did you watch her like new like documentaries? Like, I feel like she has a show that came out, like a documentary or something. And then I told her, because I haven't watched it, but I've been seeing people's reactions to it, and on Twitter and everything. Sometimes I feel like you don't even have to watch shows.
No, you really don't.
The commentary of people on social media will tell you everything.
Yes.
But I don't always trust everyone's judgments.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time I don't trust people's judgments, so I like to watch for myself. But anyway, I saw that people were basically talking about her friends, like Selena Gomez's friends, and from observing their behavior towards her, the public has come to the conclusion that they're not real friends.
Dang, her friends.
And that, like, they don't really fuck with her.
Dang.
And it's crazy because I feel like, that happens to regular people too. Like, you could be around people that are fake as fuck, and like, no one tells you, or people are scared to tell you, or your mom tells you, and you're like, Mom, you don't know.
Yeah.
She knows. But I feel like with celebs, that's probably even more heightened, because I feel like for celebrities, like, they probably don't trust people often, so they probably are the types to actually stick with their day ones.
Yeah.
Because they have this preconceived notion that, like, well, the people that were with me before I got famous, or whatever it may be for her, I don't really know how long they've been friends, that they'll always be my ride or dies because they fucked with me way before I was famous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or people are scared to tell celebrities that their friends aren't real friends because, like, it's more intimidating, So I feel like her showcasing, her real life and people making this observation, like, I wonder what she's thinking, because she is a Cancer woman. Yeah. So, like, her friends are usually family.
Yes.
And I feel like I would be so hurt.
I know.
Because obviously I'm not famous. And obviously when I was, like, young, I had a really bad best friend. And after we went through a huge friendship breakup, everyone was, like, telling me, like, oh, my God, thank God. Like,
thank God you're not friends with her anymore.
I was like, none of you bitches told me
You didn't want to say nothing in our
they're
10-year
like,
friendship?
Ride for her. So I was like, okay. I felt like a dumb bitch. I did, but not for long, because I don't like to feel that way for long.
Yeah.
But I definitely felt like, holy shit, like, am I?
Yeah.
I talk about this often. There's a fine line between loyalty and stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah. But I also feel like people have to learn on their own.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, not even sometimes. I was about to say sometimes, but no. Like, people have to learn on their own.
They do.
Like, you could potentially ruin friendships, ruin other relationships by going out on a limb. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just the type of person who's, like, going to say something if I felt that there was an issue. But I understand why other people maybe are more scared of that.
It's scary, because I feel like if you were to tell someone, don't be friends with so-and-so because they're like this, and they stop being friends with them because of what you said, they're always going to have this thing in their heart of like, well, they didn't show that to me.
Right. Like,
and they're going to feel a little like annoyed that, I mean, at the end of the day, who wants someone else telling them what to do?
Yeah.
What grown adult?
No.
I mean, even when we're teenagers, we hated that shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like as adults especially, it's like you don't want anyone to tell you what to do. Now, if it's like a best friend telling you this person is mean to me, and you for some reason cannot get rid of that person, even though your best friend is telling you, hey, like, this person's shitty to me.
Yeah.
I think that is a big issue.
Sure.
But like people telling you not to be friends with someone that they're not that close with, but like telling you, hey, like, they're shady. maybe you should consider it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I mean, we're not saying that, you know, like if you have a friend, you have to be best friends with all of their friends. That's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
You know, like you can say like
You can be cordial.
exactly.
You can keep it cute.
You know?
Unless they do something directly to you.
Exactly.
I feel like it's not your job. It's
Right.
not like you're not a fucking lawyer. You're not gonna be a vendetta. Like, this is my case. And like this is why you should like then you're a little too passionate about something that really has nothing to do with you. Unless
Yeah.
they're directly hurting your friend or hurting you, I feel like it's none of your business.
Yeah.
You know?
It really isn't.
You can't be like, well, so and so like cheated on her. Well, what does that have to do with your friend?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if your friend wants to be friends with, you know, someone that's doing wild shit, like, whatever. Like, to each their own.
Right.
Maybe at that point, you should think about the
You gotta think
kind
about
of
that.
company
Yeah,
you keep.
exactly. Then you gotta think about that friend.
It's a chess game, really.
It is. It really
you can't
is.
always just go with your impulses. And I feel like when
Mhm.
we're younger, we feel things and we just act on them. And come to find out, you didn't really have all the facts. And now you look stupid because you
Yeah.
acted prematurely. So I think it's all about like sitting on it, waiting on it, and seeing like how much is at stake.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not affecting you or your friend, like maybe just shush.
Yeah.
But to go back to the Selena thing, I
Yeah.
do feel bad because, you know, she's obviously gone through a lot.
Yes.
Everything she went through with Justin
very
Bieber.
publicly.
Very publicly. Like, I'm so happy that she made it out of, you know, Disney Channel, like, in a healthy headspace, unlike a lot of other childhood stars.
I know.
And then, you know, the thing that she battled with, what was she going through?
Lupus?
Lupus?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to get that kidney transplant.
Yeah.
So, like, when that happened, too, like, it just seemed like she was not... The universe wasn't going in her favor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like, I feel like now, like, with her brand and, like, her honesty and all that, like, just, like, how much she values, like, mental health and all these things you can tell. I'm, like, I feel like she's, like, doing really well.
Yeah.
And I just hated that because I feel like she probably put out that documentary or show or whatever it was in the hopes of, like, showing a new side of her life.
Yeah.
And, like, that's, like, one of the feedbacks that she got from the public.
Yeah.
So, like, I wonder how that felt. Like, that must have kind of felt shitty.
I would be very, very sad and probably go back into another like depression.
Yeah.
Like again, her being a Cancer woman, those friends being her family,
Yeah.
and having everyone say like they're not treating you right. Like that.
Yeah. They're
I'm
giving
just
weird
thinking,
energy.
you know, like,
They're
I'm
giving
just-
weird hater
Yeah,
energy.
I'm just thinking if that was me, like if I put my life on television and then I heard that all of my friends are fake and shady,
Yeah.
I would go through a whole existential crisis.
I would too. You know, I would say like the similarities, I would literally compare this to someone saying that they saw your man with another woman. Like, this is the equivalent of a friend. You know what I mean? Like, a friend, someone observing your friend telling you that's not your friend hurts just as much as someone be like, well, I saw your man with so-and-so.
Yeah, he was cheating
You'd be
on
like,
you.
oh my God, tell me more. Give me the proof. What you mean?
Your friend, it's basically
Because
like
your
your
friend
friends.
can't cheat on you. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but that's
But your
their
friend
way.
can be like, you know, being a little hater, like doing some shady
Right.
shit, and that shit makes you think about it. You're like,
Right. That's like the friend cheating,
It
like you talking
is.
shit about them, being bad to them.
Literally.
Yeah, you're right. You're not in a relationship. You can't like cheat on them like
yeah,
that.
exactly. But you emotionally cheating on me by lying to me and not being a good friend.
Right. And not sticking up for me in
Yeah.
in places when I'm not
But when
there.
I'm not there.
You know?
Just like that weird animosity. I think that's what they were seeing.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Like, there comes a point where like slight shade
Oh, gosh.
is like not funny. Like, do you hate me? Like, you
No.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, are you actually trying to like knock me down a peg every time?
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
we've talked about this multiple times on this channel. We don't like funny bitches like that.
Yeah,
We don't
no.
like funny men like
I
that.
like people
no,
that
you're
are
not
actually funny.
Yeah.
Not mean funny. I
No.
don't like mean funny.
No, not to put me down.
No,
You know?
especially if there's other people around, because I feel like some people all of a sudden put on the clown outfit as long as there's cameras and someone there watching. As long as you have a witness, all of a sudden they're funny.
Mm-hmm. I know. And that makes me
It makes me think that. Go ahead.
it makes me sad because it's like she probably didn't see that when they were hanging out one-on-one,
Yeah.
you know? Or maybe when late at the night, like she's like, oh, they were kind of mean to me, but like pushes it off
It
like
makes
each
it-
day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's just hurtful that other people like do this? You know, like why do you hang around people that you don't even like?
Yeah.
I don't get that energy. I really don't.
I don't get it either. And it makes me think, I feel like they all of a sudden perk up in front of an audience because they want other people outside of your relationship to know who holds the power in this relationship. And I just made this observation in my head right now.
Ooh.
And I think that is so scandalous and
Yeah.
so weird.
And her being a celebrity too, they
Exactly.
probably feel
They like want to humble
less,
her.
Exactly.
And
They're
that
maybe
is
feeling
weird.
less than.
I mean, like if your celeb friend's being a dick to you, like why are you even friends with them? Like I
Yeah.
could see you wanting to like get them back. But,
Yeah.
like Selena does not seem like the kind of
Not
girl
at
that's
all.
like
She seems
I'm
like
a
such a sweetheart.
celebrity. Like you know what I mean? She seems
Yeah.
humble as fuck.
Yeah.
So it is very strange. And yeah, I feel like if you feel the need to show other people outside of your friendship who holds the power, this is not a friendship. Like this is a weird competition.
Yes.
That I do not want to partake in. Like we over here in, real friendships actually bring each other up, validate each other, and hold each other accountable. If there's a real issue, I'm going to need you to say it
Yeah.
boldly and directly instead of being passive aggressive in front of other people to show me how you really feel.
Right. And why does it only come up when other people are around?
Because they want it to be known. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people, it's like that you fake it till you make it. Like maybe they don't feel really up to par with a friend, so they feel better by kind of disguising.
Yeah.
Who holds the power in that even though there is no power.
I know. It really drives me crazy because it's reminding me of a friendship that I had when I was a teen as well. And this person, when her and I were just one-on-one,
She was great.
she was great. She acted like we were best friends. She would tell me everything. But then as soon as she was with someone else or when we would be in a group, she would be talking so much shit about me, putting me down,
That's so
making
fucked
jokes about me. And it's like, wait, I thought we were best friends, but now when you're in front of your other friends, you want to act like I'm a scrub?
Yeah.
Like I ain't shit?
That's weird. It's weird. It's weird behavior. And if you are younger and you watch us, really look out for that.
Yeah.
Like people that treat you differently in front of a group versus one-on-one, that's something to watch out for.
Seriously.
It really is. It's a red flag. It's a red
A
flag.
major red flag. A major red flag for me.
Yeah.
Because, like, anyone could be nice one-on-one. That's so much easier.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like, you only have to appease one person.
Yeah.
But when you have other people around, you are now aware of everyone else watching you.
Well, I want to see
know?
how much you value me in front of other people.
Yeah.
You know what? If in front of people you're just putting me down and you're showing people that you could give two fucks about me, that's how I like. What am I supposed to do? Be like, well, in one-on-one they're really nice to me, so they must like me. But in front of other people they're really mean. But I'm just gonna go with the way they make me feel one-on-one. That's stupid.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's reminding me, again, kind of how we were talking about, your friends can't necessarily cheat on you.
Yeah.
But this is like another way
It's
of
betrayal.
them. Yeah.
It's betrayal.
Of basically like cheating on you again.
That's betrayal. Friendship betrayal. If you guys are watching or listening, go comment on our YouTube channel on this video. What do you guys consider a friendship betrayal?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because there is a lot of them, and some of them are more hidden than others. Like an obvious one is them going and like sleeping with your ex, like you know what I mean, fucking your brother, like
Right.
like doing
Not a brother fucker.
not a brother fucker, a daddy fucker, a grandpa fucker. Mary from.
Oh my god.
Well, no, she fucked her own grandpa. Okay, so that was different.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
But it was like a fake, like not blood related grandpa. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Go watch it on Bravo.
Mary.
Anyway, those are like obvious betrayals.
Yes.
And then there's the betrayals where they're being shisty on the low.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't really, notice it. And someone else will say it if they have the guts.
It makes me feel like you're ashamed of our friendship when we're out in public. Similar, like if you're trying to keep me on the down low as a partner.
No, I don't like that at
You know?
all.
That's how it makes me feel.
Yeah, because like I
you're
wanna,
embarrassed to be around me.
I want to roll up to the party or wherever, the gathering, and for people to know that we're riders.
Right.
That we
They
protect
can't
each
fuck
other.
with
This is a
us.
tribe.
Exactly.
You come for one of us, you're fucking with all of us.
Yes.
And when you're putting me down like that, making fun of me, you know what I mean? It goes to show that I'm a lone soldier, which is fine. I operate better anyway this way. But I thought we were gonna be together. You know what I
Right.
mean? And if you're making me feel dumb in front of people, it goes to show that like, oh, okay, so there is no ties between us. There is no allyship here.
Right.
And trust me, you wanted me on your team.
I know.
But it's cool.
Right. And it just makes me mad too because then I instantly get petty. You know,
Yeah.
like I get petty. I'm like, oh, you want to go tit for tat?
Yeah.
Like, let's low blow then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm funnier than you. Like, I'm funnier than you, guaranteed. I'll make you cry.
That's so funny,
I
Maya.
will make you cry. I'll be laughing.
When you cry,
When you
I laugh.
cry, I laugh. Yes.
Oh my God.
I just no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to talk about Love Is Blind.
Oh my bitch. It's like, can we even talk if we haven't watched the whole thing?
Because
I've seen some shit today on
Did you?
Twitter.
I haven't seen so much shit on Twitter about it.
I saw a lot of
But
shit. It was trending.
I have a question. About it. Because it's on 3rd season now, right? Love Is Blind. And everyone who watches us knows that we love dating shows, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know if season 3 is hitting for you like season 1 and like season 2 did.
Honestly, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Honestly, season 2 was boring to me.
Season 2 didn't hit.
It didn't hit.
Yeah.
I think season 3 is messy. It's crazy.
Mhm.
And it is hitting for me. Well, maybe not for like the love part, but for the drama. Like, I don't know what is the scale that we're using for how much is hitting. If it has to do with true love, I do not see that.
Yeah.
If it's for drama and me being invested, it's very much that. And season 2 was boring to me. It was. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like it was so boring.
Yeah.
Snooze
no,
fest.
I didn't. Season 2 wasn't it. But I remember obviously season 1 and how like exciting it was that this show was on, right? It was like not a brand new idea because there is such a thing as like arranged marriages and it's kind of I feel like a play on
exactly.
that. But I was nervous about season 3 because I was like, I didn't like season 2.
Yeah.
You know? And I was just like, are they going to be able to replicate season 1 again? Because it was so authentic.
It was.
But I think they're doing it. I think they're doing it this season.
I think they're doing it.
Me.
Like, it's just, holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't trust people anymore on dating shows. Like, are you here for fame?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're here for love. Like, are you just saying things just so it could be, you know what I mean? It could be trending. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Do you just want to be like a clip? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Like, your one-liners, are they real? Or did you practice it in the mirror before you came out? Like, I don't trust people as a Scorpio ever. But now on dating shows, I'm like, you know what reality will be when you come out of this. You know you're going to have more followers. You know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't trust people anymore on TV.
No, for sure.
And I'm not saying every one of them is bad. I know there's authentic people out there. But most of the times, like, I feel like I'm watching actually, like, a fictional show. Yeah. I really do.
No, for sure.
I feel like reality TV to me anymore, to me, is not, like, reality anymore. Yeah. Like, they know what to say to get, like, the best reactions from people.
Mm-hmm. And the producers are back there pulling strings anyways.
Exactly.
I feel like I was, again, worried about not liking season 3 because to me, when they came out with season 1, it was like original idea. Yeah. Exactly what you said. It's never been done before, so people didn't necessarily know how to act. It was more like raw, real, genuine emotions. And now, when I watch season 2, when I watch season 3, I'm thinking like, yeah, are you doing this for clout and for fame? And it made me think of the Asian guy who put those teardrops to make it look like he was crying.
Did you guys watch that? And he was like, "Can I do this?" And the producers were like, "I mean, yeah,
are your
whatever."
Eyes dry? Like,
yeah.
What?
They literally did him so dirty, except no, not dirty. They did him so right.
Right.
Because what a faker.
Such a faker.
You guys don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know how they have these interviews and reality shows where, like, you know, they show the show and then they go to the interview.
Testimonial.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So this dude, he whipped out fucking eye drops and he would put it in his eye as he's saying something sentimental to, like, basically show that he's, like, crying, I say in quotation marks. Like, oh my God.
Yes.
You can be authentic without crying.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be doing all that.
No.
Like, you can be a manipulator without crying. It would have worked better for you.
Right. It would have worked
better. Than the producer showing you
for me.
faking it.
Right.
It's insane.
He just came off so mechanical and curated after I saw that. Like, I got that he was trying to be like, you know, Rico Suave and like all of that through the season already. But when he did that, I was like, wow, you're really a fake.
You're a piece of shit.
You're a faker.
No, literally. I cannot with fake
faker.
criers. It
Right.
pisses me off.
Save your
with
crocodile
children
tears.
and with adults. I'm
You're like, stop that.
dead ass. Like, I do it to my nephew sometimes. I'm like, there's no tears coming out. Like, you
Right.
can't do that.
Sad.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, little buddy. I would say that to a man too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, little buddy. I don't see tears. So like, what are you trying to do right now? Like,
Right.
are you trying to show me that you care? Because you don't have to do a fake cry for me to care.
Correct.
I'm a caring person. Tell me how you feel and I'll validate those
Right.
feelings. You fake crying or like squeezing to put out one tear, it's not doing things for me.
Right.
It makes me angry actually.
Right. It just
As someone who professionally cries,
yeah.
real
As a
tears,
real crier.
as a water sign, I don't like it when people fake cry.
No. It's just the most manipulative thing.
It is.
You know, because you're really trying to paint a picture to look some type of way to come off as this good guy who is all in love.
Yeah.
When that was not the case for you at all. And I
Yeah.
just don't. I hate fakers. I hate a faker phony.
Yeah, I really hate a fake or phony. Oh man, I feel like I don't know. Like people want to be deep, right? Like when they get into Love Is Blind and they have these conversations, like they dig deep. Like that's my person. But I hate to say it, I don't think Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's not.
Yeah.
People, especially, I mean, maybe they can figure out a new way to do it or whatever. But like in the way they do it, I don't think it'll work. Like something happened with Cameron and what was her name from the first season?
The black girl.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name.
But anyway, like
Yeah.
the best couple that
Mhm.
like, you know, we all like saw their love like
Mhm.
growing. I feel like they just did it right? But I don't think it was because Love Is Blind. They were both very attractive people.
Yeah.
And they liked the way each other looked.
They happen to be each other's.
Types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like.
And I feel like I don't know, like types matter. I know
Mhm.
there's these one-off instances where people can just be with someone that's so not their type. But I feel like when you're sitting there and you don't get to see the person and you're talking and you're hearing their voice, it's very easy to build up this idea of what they look like in your head.
Yeah.
Even if you're not seeing them. So I feel like they're saying love is blind, but even in that experiment, love is not blind.
Yeah.
Because they're having all these ideas about what their person looks like. And when that expectation is not met, they're frustrated. And I feel like they have this animosity towards each other.
Yeah.
Because their heart wants them. Their mind wants them, but
Mhm.
physically they don't want them. And I feel like it's this war within themselves and
Yeah.
they're kind of being passive aggressive towards their person.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense. And what it kind of weirdly reminds me of is when people go on Catfish.
Oh yeah.
And
literally.
you know how, like, okay, they know that they're being catfished, but they're like, I'm still in love with this person. Like, I still want to try and make the relationship work. That's what I feel. I don't know why, but like, that's what I feel like the essence they're trying to build in Love Is Blind. Like, it doesn't matter like what you look like or anything, right? I just care about you as a person. But we are such a society that cares about physical appearance that you're right. It really gets, when they see each other in person, they've built so much up in their head that it can never live up to that expectation. So they're always going to be let down. But I brought up the catfish thing because to me it's interesting that some people are just so wanting love and to be in a relationship that it really doesn't matter for some of them.
Yeah.
You know? And like
absolutely.
that is beautiful. And that's why I do see arranged marriages working and some of these shows like actually having successes, right?
Yeah.
Because like if you can genuinely get past that, there's something beautiful there. But most people have a very hard time pushing past that. And that's okay. I'm not shading you for that.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, I feel comfortable making that blanket statement.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. For sure. Oof.
And it's just it's interesting too because for this show in particular, right? They come on knowing they are going to get married.
Yeah.
Right? So everyone wants to be in a committed relationship.
Right.
So that's why, again, I brought up the catfish thing, because it's like you think that it would maybe work, right?
Right.
You're bonding. You really care about this person. But at the end of the day, we all know that's not love, and a connection isn't everything in a relationship. That's not everything that builds a relationship.
It's not.
You know?
By the way, I looked up her name. It's Lauren.
Oh, okay.
I needed to know.
Yes.
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Lauren and Cameron.
Okay.
Love them.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. I think the concept is cool of the show, and I think but the thing with arranged marriages even is that, like,
They meet.
you still see.
Yeah, they meet.
You know
before
what
they
I
talk.
mean? You still see. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know.
I know. I think about that too, because, okay, Love is Blind.
And it's your person forever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you should be convincing yourself to be attracted to someone.
No.
You know what I
agree
mean?
with
You
that.
either are attracted or you're not.
Mhm.
And if you're not, you're going to be finding other reasons why you don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
To not be vain and say it's because of the way you look.
Yeah.
You kind of start digging a little more at the other nuance, at the other shit that annoys you.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to just blame it on that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're how many times do people get with people that they're so attracted to, but every other thing is a red flag? They're willing to fucking forget about all the red flags, all because they're attracted to this person.
Yes.
It's literally the opposite effect for this.
Yeah.
It's like they're not attracted to them physically. So they're literally, you know what I mean? They're
They
so
nitpick.
ready to nitpick on everything else.
Yeah.
But they will never say it's because of the way you look.
Right. Because they don't want
Because
to
they
come
don't
off as
wanna come
shallow.
off as vain.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Gosh.
And that's okay though.
It
We
is.
can't
We
blame
all
people for
are.
feeling that way.
Right.
I just wish they were more honest about it.
I know.
If you're not attracted to them, you say love is not blind.
the door's open.
Love is blind. I confirm.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, like, you have two little posters. Just love is blind. Love is not blind. Like you peekaboo. Love is not blind.
Like, I forget you.
No, literally.
Yeah. Gosh. Oh my gosh. No, they should
You
incorporate
know what?
that. Like
they should do
next.
the opposite.
Like, it's
Love
like
cannot
next.
hear. All you do is look at each other. But you don't talk at all. Just in body language. You start
Oh, body
posing.
language.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
gosh. No, though, because what if they had like the most like annoying
Sounds amazing to me.
voice?
Great watch.
Like when the doors open, they're like, "Hi!"
No, literally. Oh, my God.
Some crazy annoying.
I fear a man with a
Voice.
squeaky voice.
Oh my gosh.
I fear. Lord, I fear a man with a
Right.
squeaky voice.
I couldn't. I'm sorry.
Especially because, like, I love my voice. And,
Yeah.
like, our voices need to sound good together.
Yeah.
Is that vain of me to say?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm all about the voice.
Yeah, like, I'm obsessed with
Hey,
my man's voice.
when
Like, he
you-
has a nice-ass voice.
Yeah, when you speak words of affirmation to me when we're making sweet love, like
Yeah.
I want to like,
Yeah, I don't want to be like, shh,
you know,
shut the fuck.
like don't talk.
You know?
It's better silent.
Like, seriously.
no.
Just don't ever talk.
Yeah.
No, actually.
Yeah. I just thought of like somebody that I dated that was like really hot, but didn't
The
have
voice, that sucks.
the voice like didn't match their sexiness.
That's so sad.
and a lot of the time I did just like want to stare and like not talk.
Like, just don't talk. Just, I like the way you look.
right. Let's take action, baby.
Oh my God. Crying. Crying, actually. Okay, so, y'all. Maya knows, but y'all don't know. I have dealt with severe insomnia my whole life. Like,
Facts.
whole ass life. Like, yeah, I could be asleep, but I'm really never asleep because I'm just tossing and turning and thinking. Like, my Gemini moon brain, I swear I could be asleep and I'm still remembering what I'm thinking.
It's
It's
still
insane.
talking. It's very active up
It's
in there.
insane. And, like, I don't know. I don't think I said it, but I finally went to a doctor and I, basically, I used to be on, like, depression meds and then now I'm back on them. So I've been talking to my doctor and, like, he asked me all these things, the psychiatrist. And I'm like, he was asking me how I'm doing. I'm like, actually doing really good. Like, I think my Lexapro is helping. And then he was like, okay, so what else? I'm like, but I can't sleep. Like, I still can't freaking sleep. Like, I said it so passionately.
You're like, I just want to sleep.
Like, I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
And, yo, I am with a Pisces man
Who sleeps?
He
They
knows
sleep.
how to sleep. And he sleeps and he looks peaceful and then he sleeps and he sleeps in. And I'm just like, how do you do it? I want to experience that.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me angry at him. I want to just like choke him.
Yeah, you're like, wake up.
Like literally. But like really, I want to be asleep like that.
Right. You're like, you don't want him to wake up. You want to sleep too.
Exactly. So finally, my doctor, like he prescribed me some like sleeping meds. And I, for the past 2 days, have been getting amazing sleep. Like amazing sleep. Like I'm talking like passed out. Like I don't even know what the fuck is happening. Like I really don't know. Like my boyfriend was over last night and like, you know, he kicks it with me, but he goes home like late at night on some nights. And last night was one of those nights I didn't even
hear him leave.
I didn't hear him giving me a kiss and leave.
Stop.
I just woke up and it was the morning.
Nuh-uh.
I was shook.
You're like, my man ain't here.
I was like, oh shit. Like, holy shit.
What?
I know.
Wow.
It's insane. And I'm so happy because
so
I
happy
feel
for
so
you.
rested. And yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. I don't know. I'm doing mentally really well. You know, life is all about ups and downs. So it's not like I'm going to be on this high horse forever. But I am really enjoying my current reality now that I'm like medicated again. Yeah, and you know, I feel like it's a lot to share on the internet, like being medicated, like dealing with depression, anxiety, all that shit. But like, I'm very upfront about mental health, and I really urge people to take it seriously. So I really don't mind sharing it with you guys because, you know, my family, it runs in our family, like all the mental health struggles that, you know, we have. And when I was a broke college student, I went to a psychiatrist and I was going through it and, you know, I got this meds and I got hit with a huge fucking bill, which, you know, this country is just known for having the shittiest healthcare system.
Yeah.
And once I saw that bill, even though it's supposed to be a network and I had to deal with all this shit, I was just like, never again. I'm never fucking going to the doctor.
Yeah.
So then, you know, it's been a while since then, obviously, and I feel more established in my career and I was able to finally go to a really good psychiatrist. And I'm just so blessed, and I know not everyone has the resources that I have now, but I really just want that for everyone. And if you do have insurance, like really find someone that is reputable, that you know, get a good vibe with, and really just take care of your mental health. Because like just as much as we need medicine when we get hurt, break a leg or whatever it may be, get surgery, your mind matters too, because that's affecting you every day. And some of us just, you know, the chemicals in our brains are just not balanced. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just need that every day to feel balanced. And it just, I don't know. I'm so happy for myself for getting help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy for you too.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing with me, obviously, and with other people as well, because I think it really helps. Even though, you know, mental health is becoming more of a thing that we talk about more regularly and taking medication if we need it, I still really feel like there's a stigma. So anytime I hear someone speak about it, I, think they're incredibly brave, and I thank them for sharing their experience, because so many people don't even know that they like need the help or they need the support, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting help, getting medication, seeing a therapist. Like, it helps you be normal, how other people are naturally, right? And there's, again, nothing wrong with you because of this, right? It's just how you were born, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but don't hesitate to reach out and like ask for help or go try and get medicated if you feel that you need that, if you can as well, you know, because we understand that the healthcare system is fucked up here, and people who need it the most unfortunately rarely get it. Really actually pisses me off, but
it's the worst. I mean, that was literally me for a few years. Like I was just so scared of the bill. And it's crazy because like I was at my job trying to make an appointment, and I had this fear of like, oh my God, like someone's going to hear me talking to my psychiatrist. And it's crazy because I'm like, Sarah, if you were literally calling like your doctor talking about, oh, my stomach hurts, like you wouldn't even care who heard it.
Yeah.
You know, but like, and I'm being transparent in the sense that I still have this like weird thing of like, oh my God, I should go like in a private meeting room and like call. And it's crazy because it's like, why? It's literally just as valid as you being in pain physically when you're in pain mentally or you need help mentally. So like we have to get this stigma out of our brain that like, oh, it's something to be ashamed by. Like, your mind isn't working right.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. And guess what? We have meds to make it right.
Mm-hmm.
So what's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely nothing at all. And another point I want to bring back that you said, you know, make sure you find someone that you feel comfortable talking to.
Yeah.
Your psychiatrist, your therapist. Unfortunately, you know, it's kind of like dating, trying to find that right person in the beginning. But keep trying, because when you find the right energy and the right gel, like, that's when you're really going to be able to evolve and grow as a person in the ways that you're hoping for.
Yeah.
You know, not everyone needs medication. Some people just need therapy, but sometimes you need both. Sometimes you need one or the other. And it
really just
it
don't
depends.
give up is the
Yes,
best thing I can give
exactly.
you. Because even with certain pills that they give you, they don't always work. You might need to switch it around. Different pills affect people differently, you know? So it's all about just being patient with yourself and being aware of, oh my God, okay, now I really don't feel like myself, and like really going to your doctor and being like, hey, like, I'm being honest with you right now. Like, I don't feel good. I feel worse than when I first came. So, like, what can we do to change that? Can we change my prescription? Like, always just be honest with the medical professionals that you're around, and don't let them dictate the way that you feel, because the bad ones will tell you, no, you're fine. Like, no, I'm telling you how I feel. Really, really stand your ground, because at the end of the day, you're in your body. You know yourself more than anybody before. So if they're being very pushy in the sense that they're not listening to you and what you're saying, it's time to find a new one.
Yes, 100%. And find a new therapist and find some new medication.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely. And like, for this specific instance, I feel like I was just lucky enough because it's my sister's psychiatrist. So like, she recommended me to go there, and I did, and I was able to get an appointment. So like, I had this like sense of ease this time that I haven't had in the past, where it's like, okay, like, my own sister has been going to the psychiatrist. So like, I was able to really feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
So I'm happy, because
Yeah.
I've definitely had my fair share of weirdos.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it's really not always comfortable. Like, I've been to therapy multiple times, and sometimes people are terrible. Even also, therapists are not, like, they don't always have the correct answers, or they don't know what's best for you. You know what I mean? And there's different types of therapy as well. You know, so like, research that as well. Like, there's sometimes where it will be more like action or results oriented, or sometimes like it's just talking. You know what I mean? Like, there are different types of therapy, so find which one works best for you. You know, there's
absolutely
hypnosis, whatever. Like, whatever works best for you.
Try it all out. You know what I mean? Try it all out. And sometimes if you go to a therapist, and let's say you're an immigrant, or you're a person of color, and maybe you have this Caucasian therapist, and you just feel like, okay, like, their credentials are great, but like, I just feel like it's not hitting. Well, that's probably because they haven't really experienced the life experiences that you've gone through, and the type of pain that you've dealt with. So maybe it's time to find someone else, and that is okay, you know? Because I feel like a lot of times, white people, sorry to say it, they don't really understand what a brown immigrant is going through. You know what I mean? And maybe you have all the right things to say, but at the end of the day, I still want you to feel for me in a way that someone that has been in my situation before, or has had family members in that situation before, can validate my experience.
Yeah.
And that is fair. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of therapists in this world, so you can definitely be matched with the right one.
Yeah.
You know, don't give up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Okay, so I found this cute little Zodiac list about the signs and what helps calm them down. So I thought we could talk through it.
I love that.
Yes. Okay. First is Aries. And it says they aren't meant to be calmed down.
That is hilarious. Like, there's no solution.
Funny. There's no solution.
They're like, none for you, Glen Coco.
Yeah, you can go shave your back
That's just
now.
you.
Yeah.
Like, you just be you.
Right.
Because I feel like if you're trying, okay, an Aries is acting wild, like they're being their normal self, and you're trying to calm them down, they're going to be even more wild.
Yeah, no.
So I think let them be who they are, and they will wind down on their own in due time.
Yes.
You know?
Especially when in the heat of the moment. I was thinking, like, maybe in their own time, how they can help calm themselves is through exercise.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like exerting themselves physically is, like, very good.
Yeah.
For Aries people and placements. Because it's like you can put, all that like anger and aggression into whatever it is that you're doing, whether that be running really hard or like, punching, whatever it may be.
Funny because even when they're doing that, they're not calmed down.
No,
you know
they're
what
not.
I mean? It's like they're giving it their all.
Yeah. It's true. But maybe there's like a sweet release after.
Yeah.
When they like put it all in and they're like,
yeah, I could see
You
that.
know?
I could see that.
but I truly think they aren't meant to be calmed down.
No.
And that's maybe the only time that they feel like, yeah. Besides after just like cussing somebody out.
Right.
They feel calm after they cuss you out or beat you up or once they got all of it out.
All right, for Taurus, it says being hugged by the one. Oh, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
Oh, like literally just like grounding. I mean, they're already grounded, but I
Yeah.
think someone just like being very sensual with them and showing them that they're there. Like we are in this together.
Yeah.
I feel like it really does have this powerful effect on them because Taurus is so
For sure.
used to just doing things on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like someone else hugging them and being in that rock with them.
Yeah.
Under Patrick's home. They're like,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
I have my person.
Right.
Everything's going to be okay.
No, exactly that. Like, I feel like when Taurus is like super angry and they're telling you off, the only thing that's going to help calm them down and bring them back to reality is their lover, like in their safe
space.
place and space.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. They're about that partnership.
They are.
You know?
They are. They like to feel valued,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you showing up for them when they're freaking out, they're like, okay, you care.
Yeah, and they need that because they're so good at showing up for other people,
Mhm.
and they will be that one to give you a hug when you need to be calmed
Yeah,
down. You know,
it's
they
so
they are
true.
that grounding rock and force for you. So it makes sense that they just need someone to be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like my feelings are not irrational. Like I can
Mhm.
just feel.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have to talk.
Right.
You know what? They don't want to talk through it. They just want
No.
someone to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just in their physical space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they prefer it if you don't talk.
Yes. Okay. Next, we got Gemini, and how you can calm down a Gemini is being with new people or going to new places.
Yeah. Like keeping them stimulated.
Yes.
You know, anything for them to not overthink.
Yes.
Because I feel like when a Gemini's freaking out and they need to be calmed down is because they're overthinking
Yeah.
and they're overstimulated. Or
Mhm.
because, you know what I mean? Like they're just
Yeah.
like, they can't even figure out what they're going to do because they're like drowning in their thoughts.
Yeah.
And I feel like being in a social setting and like talking to people really gets them going because they get to showcase their skills.
Yeah. I feel like it's the opposite for other people because, like you said, Gemini will be so in their head. They actually need to be pulled out of their head and brought out with other people to like talk and share those ideas with them.
Yeah.
And unlike most signs, like Gemini really does feel rejuvenated after they've hung out with people and made new experiences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which isn't common for a lot of the other signs.
Yeah, that's how they release, really.
Mhm.
Because I feel like this is why Gemini is so social. Like, if they were to just be by themselves with all their thoughts, like, they would go crazy.
Yeah.
They would go actually crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's nice for them to have different types of friends for different types of reasons because they can talk to them about all these thoughts that come to their head and kind of just
Mhm.
bounce off ideas with you.
Right. And to their different friend groups too, which I feel like is another thing that they need and
Yeah.
helps them feel more calm because it's like Geminis do have friends from all different walks of life.
Yeah.
And when they get advice from those different walks of life, they feel more at ease and comfortable making whatever decision it is that they were going to make.
They feel supported by the world.
Yes.
That's why they like to have friends in every continent.
Yes.
In every setting.
Yes. Friends in old places.
They're like the United Nations. Let me check in with so-and-so, and then I'll check in with so-and-so, and I'll get back to you.
Right.
And then we will all decide together.
Mhm.
And you'll be their friend. Like, I don't give a fuck what they think. Like, I'm talking to you.
And like also being friends with Geminis, I'm like, why you gotta check in with everybody? Like my
Literally.
opinion doesn't matter, but it's fine, whatever.
They need, it's like they need a
it.
large
They need
sample
it.
size.
They do.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how it works for them. Very statistics
Yes.
based.
They're like, let me get in all the
The
information.
larger sample size, the better.
Yes.
The bigger the book, the better.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Cancer, and it says, hearing I love you / going through a therapist. Oh my God.
I love
That's
so true.
I don't know. I feel like the going to the therapist is a little shady. Like, I did not take that as something sweet. Like, everyone should go to a therapist. Why does Cancer just get to go to the therapist?
Yeah, no. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I don't know. I feel like that was like a sneak diss.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
And, I'm not always going to be like Cancer. Like, cancers can be a little crazy just like every water sign. But, like, go to a therapist. That's fucked up.
No, I feel like it's definitely playing on the Cancers are overly emotional.
Yeah.
So to calm them down, they got to speak to somebody.
I could say that about Aries. I could say that about Scorpio. I could say that about...
For sure. But the hearing, I love you, is definitely true for Cancers.
Yeah.
I feel like they just want to be reminded that they are protected and loved by their friends and their family, and that you make them feel safe.
Yeah.
And that, no matter what they do, no matter how crazy they may have acted, that you're still going to love them.
Yeah. No, truly. I feel like Cancer just needs riders. You know what I mean? And, like, once I do some crazy shit, I need you to remind me that you still fuck with me. Like, you're not just going to drop me just because I got a little crazy in me.
Right. Just because I went bad on this person.
Yeah.
Like, I still want to know that you love me.
They like that verbal affirmation, you know what I mean? Because Cancers give that.
Yeah.
I feel like Cancers are very bold and courageous with their love. And, like, if you're not doing the same for them, they're going to feel a little undervalued in that relationship. Mm-hmm. Because they're going out of their way to make you feel seen and heard. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They prioritize that. Yeah.
I feel like, too, I like this because sometimes I think Cancers can be very skeptical or, like, suspicious in, like, new situations and things like that. So if they're going into something new, they could be comforted by the person that they're with by saying, like, hey, I love you, like, we're okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're safe here. Like, we're comfortable here.
Absolutely.
Because I do feel like Cancers can get, like, anxious, and
They
the
do.
best way to remind someone that you're there for them is like, hey, I love you, like, we're okay,
They get anxious when they're not home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Their home has a huge pull on them.
All right, next we got Leo, and the way to calm a Leo down is by compliments and sharing new ideas with them.
Oh, that's sweet. I like that a lot. Yeah. Leo wants people to notice them. You know what I mean? When you're complimenting people, that it shows that you're noticing them, that you're actually seeing them. And I feel like Leo feeds off of that. And the ideas one really makes sense because Leos are known to be very creative people. So, like, when you share an idea with a Leo, you kind of give them the privilege of, like, hey, maybe you can help me bring my idea to life.
Yeah.
Because Leo is such a creative soul, and they can really bring ideas to life.
Yeah. I also like the ideas one because it gives them something else to focus on.
Yeah.
Maybe in the moment. Being fixed fire, like, they'll go deep in it, they'll, like, blow shit up too. So I feel like if you can redirect their energy to something creative, to build something, that is really good for them. And they appreciate you because of that too.
Right. And that's the thing. I feel like when you're building something, it's another way for you to get recognition.
Yes.
And for people to see
Facts.
you. So I feel like it's kind of like a win-win where it's like, okay, I'm going to put my energy and pour my heart into this project. This idea that you gave me, and then now as I'm creating it, people will notice it and pay me compliments.
Win-win.
Yeah. All right, so we're just going to do half of the Zodiac for today's video. The last one that we have is Virgo, and it says completion of a task that they managed. Oh.
Yes. Yes. This is so true.
Yeah.
As a sidereal Virgo moon, there is nothing more satisfying to me than when I've, like, cleaned up my room and, like, now I can get to my task.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Virgos are very much that. They're like, let me just do this one little thing and then I'm, like, ready to go and I feel good and prepared for the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It recenters their energy and makes them feel like they're in control again, really.
And it shows them that they're capable. They're such service-oriented people that it's like if they're not serving themselves in some way, if they're not serving their boss, serving their partner, doing things and, completing them, I feel like they freak out. Yeah. That's when they need to be calmed down because they're literally like, I haven't done anything. I haven't
Right.
shown my value through any task.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't going to take me seriously.
Right. They don't know my worth because I haven't produced.
Exactly. So when they are able to finish it and people see that they finished it and followed through, that's when they feel like they're most confident.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it brings, again, a sense of peace maybe when there's like chaos going on around them. It's like, oh, well, this is crazy. Well, I can focus on my little task right here, and that's going to make me feel better.
Literally. Ooh, I love that. They know how to just distract themselves and their anxiety through doing things. Like, that's why they're busybodies. Yeah. Like, again, it's kind of like Gemini, that Mercury energy. Like, if I were to sit here and not do shit, my mind is going to drive me insane.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show my value in other ways. With Gemini, it's socializing, talking. With Virgo, it's creating, completing. Yeah.
But both of them need to be stimulated.
Actively
because
stimulated.
They will drown themselves in their own thoughts.
And all the things they could be doing.
Right.
They hate potential.
Right.
They want to do.
It keeps them from doing
yeah.
anything sometimes.
Right.
You know, because it's just living all up in here.
Yeah. Get to it.
Yes.
Okay, so I saw this freaking company that literally puts humans on ice that like want to be on ice. And like you could like defrost and like and literally like live like later. And
wait, what?
Literally. Isn't that crazy?
So are they still
Every
alive?
show you have watched, yes,
What?
it's true. Literally.
What?
Isn't that insane?
That's freaky. So they put you in like
literally in these like cubicle looking things essentially.
Yeah. And then they can un-ice you and you'll be alive in like 50 years or something?
So essentially, it goes a little something like this. This is the headline or whatever. No, this is not an episode of Futurama. It's real life. 199 people in Arizona have opted to be cryopreserved inside tanks filled with liquid nitrogen with the hopes of being revived in the future.
What?
Isn't that insane?
That's freaky!
I feel like it's not, like, I'm not surprised. I feel like the government is doing crazier shit that we don't know about. They're like I'm sorry. I am a believer.
They've been had it,
so
but
like they're doing this. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm just trying to put myself in the mind of these people. Like, they're like, you know what? Reality right now is so shitty that I could almost bet if I go on ice and come back later, it's going to be better. You know how much you have to bank on the fact that it's possible and how much, I don't know, shitty your life is now to be down with that?
Yeah. What the?
Right, because I highly doubt someone that is living it up.
No, they're not going to go put themselves on ice.
I'm like, you know what? Hold up. I'm going to put myself on ice.
Okay, question. Do they have to be on ice for like a certain amount of time? Because like I was just thinking, you know, like I always say I would like to just like disappear for a while. Like maybe I could be put on ice.
I know.
And then like, I don't know, like a week later or something, they could take me back off the ice.
It's actually crazy. But I have no answer, by the way, for what you just asked. I know nothing about this. I can boldly say, besides what this article told me. Paris Hilton is apparently reportedly signed up for cryopreservation. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I say it so confidently. Cryopreservation. Anyway, yeah, she's one of those people, but isn't that just insane? I don't know. I feel like if Handmaid's Tale happened, I would do it maybe. You know what I mean? Like, if some crazy shit happened. But also, I feel like you have to be, like, on a list, you know?
Yeah.
It's just insane. Because how do you feel when you wake up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you wake up and you're like, what year is that? So, would you go on ice? Would you be whatever the fuck they're doing? Would you be down with that?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I could do it.
Okay, so, and what if they said, like, what if you're going through it and you're like, oh my God, like I'm gonna die, and it's like you're either gonna die and that's the life you've lived, or you can go on ice and maybe have some more years in the future. No, I think it's just gonna be my time to die. I don't know
why I'm having such a hard time wrapping my head around this.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, when you go on ice, again, are they medicating you? Like, am I just gonna like go through hypothermia and be like freezing cold? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, they're preserving your body essentially, because when you put shit in the freezer, like food, obviously it
Yeah.
lasts longer than when
Right.
it's in the fridge.
Right.
So I'm assuming, obviously, yeah, that's why they're doing it. And I would think that they probably have some sort of medicine
yeah.
that they're injecting in you so you don't go into hypothermia. Like, they,
Yeah. Or
they
you
have a
don't wake-
plan.
or
you
you
know
don't
what I
wake
mean? They're not just like
up.
taking some
Yeah,
ice
no, for
from like
sure.
a fucking
Like,
gas
ice
station,
tub.
throwing in a tub, and there you are in it.
No, for sure. It's clearly been like very well thought out,
Yeah.
right? And like tested on other things. But I just,
Yeah. I mean, it's
not-
so crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy because we don't talk about it. But I know shit like
Yeah.
this is happening,
Oh,
and
for sure.
crazier shit
For
like
sure.
than this is happening in the military. Like, let's be freaking honest, people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost insane what people in the military are seeing and like how ahead of time they are.
Yeah.
When we could be there too, they're just not sharing this information with us. It's insane.
They think we stupid. They think we can't
Well, when
handle
they don't give you information, you damn near are.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
it's
they're
true.
keeping you out of the loop. But when the information is there and you could learn about it and study it and experience it, you know, you get to kind of be in the know.
Yeah.
And things like this wouldn't shock you.
Yeah. No, it's true. So what about you? Would you want to be put on ice?
I honestly would. I
Yeah?
would love to. I feel like, obviously, if like I had to, I'm not gonna be like, bye. Like, I like my life.
Peace out.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna go be on ice.
Yeah.
ice, baby. But no, I feel like I would do it if I had the opportunity, because I would like to see what the future looks like, even though I feel like it's gonna be a shit show. I feel like it'd be fun. I've always wanted to be in some sort of like fantasy sci-fi reality. And yeah, I would just love to experience it and like figure out like what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like it's year like what? It's 2080. Like, oh my god, like who's the president? What year is it? What do you guys eat? Like, what do you guys wear? Where am I right now?
Hey.
You know, I'd be down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
What would you guys do? Would you guys be down?
Yes.
I feel like
comment
it's
down below. I need to
definitely
know.
funny
Yeah.
and maybe dangerous, but definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I want to know. Thank you for kicking it with us while we chat about, you know, as usual, a little bit of everything.
Everything.
Just when you thought there's a topic that we wouldn't cover, we surprise you.
right.
Don't forget to comment down below with your thoughts. If you're listening, don't forget to leave us a review on Apple, Spotify.
We're going to link our socials somewhere over here. We love y'all so much. Don't forget we post our YouTube videos every Monday and Thursday, and the podcast goes live every Fridays. But if we aren't posted, we're telling you about it on our Instagram, so give us a follow. All right?
Do that.
We love you. Have a good weekend. Happy
Bye.
Valentine's Day. Bye.